Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher, and this is the Luke Skywalker Red 5 Star Wars Funko Pop that was released recently. I think I picked this one up just last month, I believe, in March. So yeah, this thing just came out in Canada. I think it was out in the States maybe a month before that. So to my friends in the States, let me know what you think of it down in the comments for sure. This is only one of two that I have from this wave. I'm still waiting to get the other Luke Skywalker from him staring off into the twin sunset, and then the Luke Skywalker with the remote. I still don't have that one yet. Waiting for those ones to arrive here in Canada. But that's the Luke Skywalker here, and I think this one's worth every dollar, every damn dollar. This thing is worth every dollar. And I don't even own the original blue box X-Wing Luke Skywalker, and just this one because the pose is slightly different. It's not that hero pose, that clunky hero pose, and the details on this one look very, very good. So let's take a look at the packaging. So it's the standard Star Wars Funko Pop packaging, the red with the black up top there. This one is number 763 in the series. So there's the front of the packaging there. There's the side, the back, the other side, and the top. So let's get Luke out of the package and we'll take a closer look at him. Alright, so there is the Luke Skywalker Red 5 out of the packaging. And like I said, I think this one's worth every dollar. Especially if you don't have a Luke Skywalker in the X-Wing gear, this one's definitely worth it. But also to those who have it, I think it's worth the upgrade for sure. And that's coming from me who, like I said, I don't own the original Luke Skywalker in X-Wing gear. And now I don't feel like I'd need to go out and get that one, because why do I need two? And this one's the better pose. Like, even though it's a boring pose, but it's how he is represented in the movie. So, standing like that in his X-Wing gear. I like the use of the gloss black for the boots and the gloves. That's one thing. Like, that's the first thing I noticed on this one. But the small little details on like the belt, the buckles, all the straps around his legs there, the rest of his outfit, the white kind of vest thing going over his X-Wing jumpsuit. Little details like the silver, I don't know what you would call those, canisters on his arm there. So, like, nice little details. The helmet is nicely sculpted and some nice paint application there, some nice paint detailing there. Of course, you got the Rebel Alliance symbol in red for the Red 5 helmet. You got some hair kind of coming out the back of his helmet, which is cool. That's a nice touch. Usually they would just have the helmet come right down. A little bit of hair, if you can see it. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but you can see underneath the yellow visor, there's a little bit of hair popping down from underneath the helmet as well, which, again, usually they would just not have that. They would just have the skin tone under there. Like, if I look at my Poe Dameron, my Snap Wexley, they're both, like, the helmet cuts off the hair, so you don't see any hair there. But this one, I like the little added detail there of the hair underneath there and at the back of the helmet there, which is very, very nicely done. The visor itself, it almost looks like they put like an extra, like a different layer, or cut out a layer of plastic around the eyes, so the eyes have room underneath it, I suppose, possibly. So, like, if you were to cut the helmet off, the eyes would still be intact, possibly. I'm not sure why they chose to do that, but that's what they did. And it kind of gives a look that he's got like another pair of goggles underneath his visor for some reason. But aside from that little thing, I don't know, I wouldn't even call it a flaw. Just that design choice, I suppose. This thing's a great pop, and like I said, worth every single dollar. If you don't have it, if you do have it, or if you do have the original, this one's definitely worth the upgrade. But yeah, I think this one's great. And like I said, I don't feel the need to go out and get a original Luke Skywalker in the X-wing gear Funko Pop anymore, because this pose is it's way better than the clunky hero pose that the other one was in. So definitely a great pop and worth every dollar. But let me know what you think of it down in the comments, and then click over here to check out more of my other Star Wars Funko Pop reviews.